The following program has been paid for by Blaze 5150.
Do you like adventure and cool action figures? Well, come join the fun. It's old school toys with Blaze.
When Hulk Hogan first debuted in WCW, he used the same gimmick he had used for years in the WWF. The yellow and red, the prayers, the vitamins. And why not? It was the most successful gimmick in wrestling history. However, it proved to be stale, and before the end of the run, fans were booing him loudly. A change had to be made. That change came in a big way when WWF wrestlers Scott Hall and Kevin Nash showed up in WCW and declared a hostile takeover. They advertised a third man who would help them in this quest. The mystery partner came out, and he was none other than Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster became the evil Hollywood Hogan, a cowardly heel who hid behind his muscle and declared that he was a bigger icon than the wrestling industry itself. Once the NWO gimmick fizzled out, Hulk Hogan did return to being a fan favorite and his yellow and red roots. However, he changed very little about the character, and it didn't really seem to be over with fans. Fast forward to 2002, Vince McMahon has purchased WCW. After an invasion angle that got mixed reviews at best, Vince McMahon is now facing having a co-owner of the WWE, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Vince McMahon tried to take matters into his own hands and muscle the company away from Flair at the Royal Rumble. When that didn't work, he took matters to a deeper level. He decided to poison the WWE with a lethal injection of none other than the NWO. Hogan returned to the World Wrestling Federation that year alongside Scott Hall and Kevin Nash in his Hollywood Hogan persona. He was immediately thrust into a program with The Rock, who was the company's biggest star at the time. The Rock and Hogan collided at WrestleMania that year. However, surprisingly, fans in the arena seemed to be cheering for the evil Hollywood Hogan. Both men seemed to be surprised by this in the ring. The Rock prevailed that night. However, the two men, gaining each other's respect, shook hands at the end of the night. This prompted an attack from the New World Order. However, they were repelled by The Rock and Hulk Hogan. Shortly thereafter, Hulk Hogan returned to the yellow and red. However, he left parts of the Hollywood persona in it, including the name Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He wore feathered boas, continued to dye his beard black around his Fu Manchu, and continued to play air guitar on his way to the ring. His merchandise was refreshed to say Hulk still rules instead of just Hulk rules. Shortly thereafter, Hollywood Hogan became the top contender to Triple H's undisputed title and won the belt that year at WrestleMania Backlash. Hulk Hogan was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame by Sylvester Stallone in 2005. He was greeted with multiple chants of one more match. This led to a couple of more matches, as Shawn Michaels was attacked by Muhammad Hassan and his assistant Daivari. He called upon Hulk Hogan to be his partner. Later, Carlito insulted Hulk Hogan and Kurt Angle joined in on the assault. Once again, Shawn Michaels decided to be his tag team partner. After this match, Michaels hit Hogan with the Sweet Chin music, which set up a match for them at SummerSlam of that year. Michaels would play the heel in the weeks leading up to the match. When the match finally came, and boy, it was one of the most controversial in WWE history. Michaels oversold every Hogan move to the comical level. Hogan was very professional in the match, to the point he deeply bladed and bled all over Michaels. At the end, they shook hands and Michaels said he had to know. However, due to the creative, either Vince McMahon or Hulk Hogan, depending on who you asked, decided that the planned trilogy of matches wouldn't happen, and it stopped at 1. Michaels cut a promo on the following night's Raw saying that the Hulkster's cat-like reflexes were too much for him. It's been said that Michaels was upset that he, as the most popular star on Raw at the time, had to turn heel for the event because Hogan didn't want to work face versus face. He also wanted to do a 3-match trilogy that ended with him putting Hogan over in a steel cage at the end. The Hulkster wanted to win the match, and it just didn't happen. That deprived the fans of something that could have been great. Hulk Hogan comes packaged in a blue WWE Elite Series box. In the top right hand corner you have the WWE Elite Series logo. In the top left hand corner it says that he's part of Series 91. You have the WWE logo. You have a window that shows the figure and all of his accessories. In the bottom right hand side you have a picture of Hulk Hogan and you have Hulk Hogan's name. The right hand side of the box has the TrueFX Lifelike Details logo, indicates he's part of Series 91, has Hulk Hogan's name, has the WWE Certified Authentic stamp, has that he's for ages 8+, the Mattel logo, and the WWE Elite Series logo. At the top of the box you have Hulk Hogan's name and you have the Elite Collection logo. We have some stats on Hulk Hogan. He's from Venice Beach, California. He stands at 6 feet 7 inches, weighs 302 pounds, and his finisher is the leg drop. His career highlights is that he was WWE Champion and World Tag Team Champion. You also have a picture of Hogan. At SummerSlam 2005, the power of Hulkamania bounced Shawn Michaels around the ring, proving who is really the greatest icon of all time. We also have a cross-sell of figures that were available in this wave. Hulk Hogan, RVD, Austin Theory, and Sami Zayn. You have the Mattel Empowering the Next Generation Through Play logo, the WWE.com web address, and the WWE logo. The left-hand side of the box features the WWE logo, a great picture of Hollywood Hogan, the WWE Elite Series logo, and indicates that he's part of Series 91. And here is Hulk Hogan in his insert tray with all of his accessories. The sculpt and paint on this figure are pretty good. Not outstanding, but pretty good. Starting with the face sculpt, it looks good, however he has a smile on his face, and that really bugs me when they do that with wrestling figures because you're not always going to pose them in a way that they're going to be smiling. Of course, the sculpt on the torso and arms is pretty standard. You get down to the tights and the tie-dye looks really good. The only gripe I have with it is the tie-dye ends at the knee pads and doesn't extend below the knee pads, and you know his tights were tie-dyed past the knee pads, of course. You can see that he does have the brace on his knee. However, this is inaccurate because even though he did have a knee brace, in that match it was under the knee pad. His boots look amazing. They've got his picture on the side. They're red with the yellow flames. A lot of detail, looks really good. The paint looks really good there. I don't have any real complaints about the sculpt and paint on this Hogan, other than, like I said, with the knee pad discrepancy and the knee brace. And he needs to come with a head that's not smiling like an idiot. Okay, let's look at Hollywood's articulation. His head is on a ball joint. His arms rotate a full 360 degrees, plus they're hinged to move up and down. He has bicep swivels, double jointed elbows. Only one joint works though because this figure's arms are pretty darn big. Wrists rotate, plus they're hinged to move up and down. And that's on both sets of hands, by the way. You got the torso crunch, waist swivel, legs move forward, out to the side, thigh swivels, double jointed knees, calf swivels, feet pivot up and down, plus they also pivot from side to side. And that is the articulation for your WWE Elite Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Hollywood Hogan comes with an almost elite collection of mounted gear. In addition to his gripping hands, he has a set of open hands that can be used for that oh so famous pose. He also comes with his signature red Hulkamania bandana. He also comes with a pair of red sunglasses, which are a hard plastic that stay on a lot better than the ones that came out with the recent NWO Hollywood Hogan. He also features a plastic Hulkamania tank top that has a slit down the center so you can simulate him ripping his t-shirt off. He comes with two feathered boas, one yellow and one red. He also comes with a red weightlifting belt with Hollywood written on the back that buckles in the front just like the newer championship belts from Mattel. And here is Hollywood Hulk Hogan, all geared up and ready to run wild. And here's a head swap I did just for fun, taking the NWO Hollywood Hogan head and putting it on this figure to make a 2002 era Hulk Hogan. One, this figure comes with enough gear to be an Ultimate Edition figure. Two, the paint on the tights and on the boots is excellent. Lastly, the sunglasses stay on, which is a huge plus. One, the knee brace over the knee pad is not accurate to what he wore on the match.
What?
Two, he needs an alternate head sculpt like most figures in the Elite series that is not smiling.
What?
Lastly, it is kind of messed up that they were lazy on the paint and didn't paint below the knee pads.
What?
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
So that's my review of the WWE Elite Series 91 Hulk Hogan. It is a stellar figure. Looks great, comes with lots of gear. And I hope you guys enjoyed the retrospective on the match. Hey, those two could have made the WWE a lot of money, but egos got in the way. What can you do? What do you guys think about this video? If you thought it was great, hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Ring that notifications bell and you'll never miss another video from Old School Toys. Thanks so much and have a great day, brother.